What's up, world? Reaper here, back with another property. Super overgrown, super neglected. The story on this one is quite full of drama. Basically, I got contacted by somebody who's actually doing the rehab work on this property. And it turns out the woman whose house this is, she had a fire. And so once insurance paid her out to give her the money to do all the rehab work on the house, she paid this contractor about 15 grand for the down payment and then has basically ghosted him since. She owes him quite a bit of money. And so he contacted me and was like, look, you know, the situation is kind of crazy. The dad's now the one that's having to help and deal with this. So I'm sure he would greatly appreciate if you would take care of it. And frankly, the majority of the homes in this neighborhood, they're nice, they're well-kept lawns, and there's only a couple little exceptions, which I'll do the other properties when I can, coming up here soon. So this area is going to get a lot of attention, a lot of work. I'm in Florissant, Missouri, which is the northern part of St. Louis at the moment. So we're going to get quite a few properties out of this one. And let me give you a tour of what we're dealing with this one real quick. There's nothing on the side there, but we've got all sorts of heavy overgrowth here. And the backyard's just as bad. I already found a snake back there. I don't have any more space in my car, so I don't have a shovel with me to hit these, but I'm gonna weed whack it down and get it as good as I can. But I need to get a truck so I can get a shovel in there as well. All right, it's time to sight this little front piece. Pick up all this trash in here. I don't have my blower, so I'm just gonna rake up what I can and kind of just leave it at that. It's the best I can do. I can't fit my shovel or my blower in here yet. I need a truck. I really need a truck. So it is 93 degrees, humid as all hell. It rained earlier today, and so that mugginess is just sitting in the air. It still feels like it needs to rain big time, but it's not going to. Okay, I said it wasn't gonna rain, and now it is. The weather was just like, you lying. So now it's raining. I'm all packed up. I'm just gonna head home because it looks like it's gonna continue doing this, and I'll come back and hit the rest of this. See you then. All right, well, after getting rained out, I came back. Of course, I'm not gonna miss out on a property like this. And I'm gonna go ahead and address the elephant in the room. I got a truck. So now I can fit all my shit in the car or in the truck and not have to worry about being cramped for space. So that means that I get to bring the blower, the shovel, and I'm gonna get to use those today. All right, it's time to scythe. I want to see a bunch of change real quick, and then I'll tidy up the rest of it after I get all this cut down. So let's scythe this front yard.
Wow, you got your work cut out for you.
Yeah, the backyard's just as bad.
Huh?
The backyard's just as bad.
Oh my God.
I went back there the other day just to check it out, scope out the job, and there was a little garter snake that decided to frolic along. I wonder who else is back there.
You know, that down there about 6 or 7 houses on the left, the guy, it was worse actually, probably as bad, a little bit worse.
Yeah.
And after they mowed it, the grass is going to kill, I guess, because it's so deep.
It was so thick they left it all. They mulched
left
it.
all.
That's my biggest pet peeve with people I see. Okay, so not too great, but I'll see people do these super overgrown properties on YouTube, which is what I'm doing, and then they'll mulch the whole thing. And I'm like, I'd love to see how it looks 2 weeks from now, because it mulched the whole thing, and that's why I rake everything up.
Wow.
It'll all be in bags, because this thing's got to breathe again.
Right.
You cut it down to nothing.
Right. So why aren't you using a mower?
Because I love my scythe.
Oh, okay. Is that what that's called, a scythe?
It's called a scythe, yeah, and it's a 1,000-year-old tool, 3,000 technically, but for super tall stuff like this, this is what this was made for.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense because that machine, I mean a mower, you know, especially if you don't have a catcher, a grass catcher.
Correct.
Oh, brother.
Well, not only that, but this chops it down, and all you get is this. You just get a big clump of grass.
Yeah.
So it's super easy to pick up.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
it's my
Nice
favorite thing.
job, honey.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Have a good day.
You too, honey.
I'll be thankful that there's no smell-o-vision, because the dumpster behind the camera and then just the smell from the house smells like a whole lot of dookie, you know? So as I'm sitting here huffing and puffing, that's all I'm getting whiffs of is just Brown Town. Man, look at this. This is the amount of grass just from scything. Look at all this. Just from scything. Now, I still got to go over it with the Eagle lawnmower and give it that nice even finish. But when you see, and I'm not calling any names because I don't want beef with anybody, but if you see a big channel that knocks down huge amounts of stuff and it mulches it, sure, maybe in some cases it won't do anything to the lawn and it'll break down and feed the lawn. That's great. But in cases like mine especially, since I scythe the grass, I make one cut and then I got a big strand of grass. Big strands, right? And if I just leave this on the lawn, it's gonna suffocate it. And so I would have taken a stupid overgrown lawn and turned it into a dead, gross, probably, you know, that sticky, moldy grass lawn, and then nothing would grow back. So it's super important that I rake all this up, get it on the curb. The city will take care of it. But yeah, I just wanted to show you, this is a crazy amount of grass, and this happens every time I do one of these kinds of properties. This one had 2,150 calories, by the way, for that front yard. All right, here it is. This is where I'm going to leave it. Ran out of lawn bags to clean up the rest of the grass, so I threw it in the dumpster. And there's a whole lot of trash on this that I just didn't show picking up, but there's a bunch of trash. It is an active construction zone after all, but there it is. Property's not perfect, but it's certainly a whole lot better. It's cut, and now somebody can actually maintain it once the guy's done fixing the place up, and it gets sold and somebody else takes control of it. But if you guys know of any properties in the greater St. Louis area, anything from south to north St. Louis, as well as all the way west towards Wentzville, please shout me out, let me know. I would love to hear about more properties to do. This one in particular was in Florissant, which is northwest greater St. Louis. And so there's a bunch of properties nearby that I've also taken note of. So I'm gonna have plenty more of these to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, the best way to support me is by subscribing. Liking and commenting helps out with the algorithm greatly, so I'd appreciate that a lot. And I hope you guys are well. I hope you enjoyed this. If there's anything I can do better and you'd like to see more of, let me know. Appreciate you guys, and Reaper out.